getting better at the slicing. A little more efficient, a little more consistency. All right, guys, welcome to the 10-week out video, which honestly is kind of crazy to think about. We're officially 10 weeks out as of today. This morning, I did some poses with my coach on like a little Zoom call. I guess it was a Skype call, doesn't matter. But we were definitely dialing things in. This was a symmetry day, so we did the front relax, the side, the back relax, and the other side. So that's basically what we're gonna be practicing for the next probably when's the next session? Like in 2 weeks or so. Then we're gonna go to the front, and then we're gonna go to the back and do everything. So for the next pretty much 2 weeks, I'm gonna be doing daily posing for, he said, 10 to 20 minutes. Just go through those 4 poses again and again and again to repeat. Make sure when I get on stage, I know how it feels, I know how to hit those. So definitely gonna do a lot of that. But yeah, also my last day in Texas, so we need to empty out the fridge. And luckily my coach gave me another refeed today. So we had a refeed yesterday with in and out, stuff like that. And now today's refeed is basically gonna be, oh no, I dropped a banana. I'm not desperate to eat that, so we'll throw that away. But yeah, so we have extra refeed today, so I get to finish off the strawberries, the blueberries, stuff that I otherwise have to throw away, which is kind of nice. But we have our proteins right here. You guys have seen this meal a million times. Honestly, it's like probably 700-ish calories, like 40 grams of protein. Exact macros, go watch literally any other full day of eating I've posted on the channel lately. Otherwise, we're gonna head to Roman for a leg day. I'll definitely talk to you guys on the way to the gym. We'll do some posing after the gym. And we'll come back here and talk about the last week from 11 weeks out to 10 weeks out, what's been going on, what my weight is, all that kind of stuff. But for now, I'm gonna eat this. We're gonna get some photos and we'll head to Roman. Our oats are down. Once again, favorite meal on prep right now. Absolutely delicious. A little bit of peanut butter in there too. Peanut butter and banana combo is very underrated. So we've got the Alani Nu, so the energy drink of day is the Cosmic Stardust, which someone did recommend because I tried the Alani Nu. What was that? Breezy Berry. I did not like it at all, and they said this was a better one, so I picked this up at the grocery store the other day. 200 milligrams caffeine, gluten-free, vegan. Wow. Well, how would an energy drink not be vegan?
Literally just poured ground beef into it.
I just would assume all energy drinks are vegan, but give this a quick pop. It does look like a very appealing can, I will say that. It does make me want to drink it. Oh no. It has like a little, it's like, I think it's grape flavored. Well, once again, I guess purple makes sense. Oh no, I don't like it. It tastes medicinal because I don't know about, when you were a kid, you ever have like, when you were sick, you had to take a little cup of medicine?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, that little liquid?
Yep.
And it tastes exactly like that because I think we use grape in my family. Oh no, I don't like that. Okay. It gives me flashbacks being sick as a kid. I'm gonna give this a 3-1, but once again, this is my personal preference. Someone out there who likes grape flavored stuff might love it, but I'm going 3-1. I actually might not even finish that off, honestly. But luckily we have another one to try. Should we try the mimosa or the orange? I feel like they're very similar.
They are, but I think the mimosa is another Alani, so you can compare Alani to Alani.
I'll say, so far, Alani, you're 0 for 2 in my book with the Breezy Berry and that one. Unfortunately, once again, grape for me. I just don't love the grape flavor because it gives me that memories of childhood medicine. Okay, but we got the mimosa. I do love some orange juice. I do like a mimosa. All right, hopefully. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, much, much better. So much better. Nice, fresh flavoring. The orange juice isn't too strong. Like, obviously, I don't want it to be like orange juice. It's there, it's subtle, it's just enough, but it's not too much. Solid. Definitely will finish. Would I buy again? Honestly, probably would. We're going with a 7-3. 7-3 on the mimosa. Solid all around. Once again, subtle orange flavor, but nice and fresh, especially during the summer. I like a little bit of like a fresher taste. This is good. 7-3. All right, just did our quick little warm up. Just about 5 minutes on the treadmill. Just get the blood flowing a little bit, but it is warm down here in Texas, so I don't spend too much time warming up. Like you guys notice, when I go back to Ohio, I'll have a sweatshirt, sweatpants. I do closer to a 15-minute warm up just because the gyms there are like AC and pretty cold. But first thing first, we need a little pump. So we got our Transparent Labs pump right here. Also, finish off the mimosa and really like that flavor. The freshness, the mimosa from the Alani Nu, that's definitely gonna be a consistent one in the rotation. I did enjoy that.
Also, one thing that I've been doing a lot less of than I thought I would, I just haven't been training with headphones on. And I know some people will probably be like, Jack, how do you train without headphones on? And a combination of a couple of things. One, when it comes to the set, I can pretty much zone in no matter what's going on. No matter what's going on around me, whether Isaac's filming, I'm trying to film, like my set is pretty short, right? A set of actual exercise is gonna be like, what, 30 seconds to maybe a minute max. And I can really zone in for that. And then you got 4 minutes in between, 3 to 4 minutes in between sets. I wanna talk to Isaac, I wanna talk to you guys, I wanna talk to the camera, stuff like that. There are definitely times when I just wanna put my headphones in, head down, and get a workout done. Honestly, down here in Texas in a new environment, I actually kind of like training without my headphones. I get to enjoy the environment, enjoy the experience a little bit more. So when we go home, obviously I'll probably be doing a little more headphones workout, head down, that kind of thing. And also, I don't know anyone here, so no one's coming up and talking to me. So I don't have to like put my headphones down and like ignore people like I do sometimes at home to stay in the zone. But yeah, we're gonna head down. We've got, hopefully, I think Isaac mentioned they have a pendulum squat, so we'll probably do a pendulum squat, leg curl, leg extension, RDLs, and some sort of calf raise machine. But without further ado, let's get in the workout. I'll talk to you guys a little bit more throughout the workout about like motivation, prep, that kind of stuff. But yeah, let's get to it. So basically, as we go through today's workout, I'm gonna touch on a few different talking points. So basically, we break up into 5 talking points. We're gonna do 1 for each exercise. So pendulum squat, leg curl, leg extension, so on. The first topic is just being proud of each set. I'm actually stealing this from AJ Morris. If you guys don't follow him, highly recommend as far as natural bodybuilding goes, one of the best in the game. And he basically says, like, when you go to a set, think about when you're finished, you wanna be proud of what you just did. So kind of have that reset every single set. So I'm about to go into this thing once again. As soon as I get in the set, I zone in, I lock in. All that matters is each and every single rep within that set. And by the end, I also be proud of what I did. Doesn't matter about the weight, if it's more or less than last week. Obviously in a cut, it's a little bit, might be a little bit less. In a bulk, hopefully you're increasing. Just make sure you're being proud of the set you just did. Let's lock in. Exercise 1 down. I'm proud of all 3 of those sets. Once again, I'm not trying to push to complete failure, like take an actual set to where like I get pinned. Right now, I'm trying to stay right around that pretty much 9 RPE. I'm not trying to exhaust myself, especially on that first exercise. I might do some partials later on. For that first exercise, I do want to save a little bit of energy since I am depleted. I am low on energy, low on body fat. I want to save a little bit of carryover to later on, especially with RDLs later. I don't want to go to RDLs completely fatigued, so we're gonna leave 1 rep in the tank on all those, but very proud of that set, of that exercise. And once again, it's easier said than done. And there are different ways. I know people that like need a shower before they go to the gym. I know people that have like a pump up song. I know people that don't eat caffeine. I know people that need caffeine. Find your little ritual that's gonna get you in the right mindset to go into training to make sure that that first set sets the tone for the rest of the workout. Second exercise, you got the seated hamstring curl. Go on 3 sets. Like I normally do 12 to 15, we might go 10 to 15, so I'm gonna bump the weight up here because it's feeling pretty good. I do like this machine. Honestly, I like to want it crunched a little bit more because the leg pad is in the middle where this is on the side, so I feel like there's a slight difference there. We're gonna hit this and then we'll talk about a little bit about motivation after the first set.
We'll turn this around. We'll turn this around.
So one thing I feel like I hear a lot, you guys probably hear a lot about like motivation, you like need more than motivation to go to the gym, all that kind of stuff. I will say, I feel like it's kind of true, but also underrated. Like there's always some catalyst to start anything, right? To start a business, to go to school, to start your job, to go to the gym, whatever it is. There's only motivation to start, which is good, but you just can't rely on it all the time, right? The motivation you have at the start of something is always be greater than motivation later on. So typically what I say is like motivation will lead to discipline at the start, which should lead to results, which will lead to more motivation. So it's kind of like a cycle. It goes like maybe motivation to start, it keeps you disciplined, you get some results, and that gives you motivation. But you have to like, once again, eventually rely on discipline again, get more results, kind of continue that cycle. Once again, you're not always gonna be motivated to go to the gym, you're not always gonna be motivated to give it your all, but that's when discipline comes in. I don't wanna be here right now, honestly. I should be packing, there's a lot of other things I could be doing with my mind's racing. Once again, I am, at this point, so disciplined on this prep that I don't really rely on motivation anymore. It's kind of ingrained in my lifestyle, in my cycle. Just like Arnold says, why do you work out? Well, why do you eat breakfast? You just do it. The more you do something, the better you get, and the more ingrained it becomes in you. Going to the gym is just a part of my lifestyle, but once again, it wasn't always. It took a long time to get here. And that motivation comes and goes, but discipline always stays. Exercise, we have the nice little seated leg extension right here. Probably my favorite exercise for the quads, because unfortunately when I go home I won't have access to a hack squat or a pendulum squat, so this is gonna be the main quad movement. We'll go back to doing honestly some sort of like either Smith machine squat or leg press as like our main compound, having these as main quad movement. But yeah, we're gonna do 3 sets. Once again, 10 to 15 here, just because I'm not used to these pieces of equipment, I'm not exactly sure what my numbers need to be, so I'm gonna give myself a bigger rep range. So 10 to 15, once again, very close to failure, but not quite to failure until the last set. We'll do some partials. Once again, when I'm traveling, we don't have the exact equipment you use at home. Just go ahead and give yourself a little bit of a bigger range and still push with intensity.
We'll turn this around.
Fourth exercise today, we got some Smith machine RDLs. I do normally do this with a free barbell, but honestly, I kind of like the idea of having a little more stability. So we're gonna try this out today. Once again, since I'm not at home on my normal routine, I'm gonna spice things up a little bit. But as far as the kind of topic I want to discuss during these is just like, as far as excuses go, like either you're gonna sacrifice for what you want or what you want becomes a sacrifice. I forget where I read this. I think I've heard it from some other influencers. I'm sure we weren't the first to ever use it, but everyone has their excuse, right? Everyone has like, oh, I have this going on, I have that X going on, I gotta make some sort of sacrifice. And it's true, you have to make a sacrifice. I guarantee you though, there's someone out there with less doing more, and there's someone out there with more doing less. So you just gotta pick your battles. Once again, if you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes a sacrifice. most people, I would say 90% of people typically want to lose fat, right? Of course, everyone wants to build muscle, but most people have a harder time losing the fat than building the muscle. Building the muscle just takes time, right? As long as you're training, as long as you're eating properly, that takes time, whereas losing the body fat takes more sacrifice, right? Because you can get away with eating a little bit more, having a little bit more fun foods in your diet when you're bulking or building muscle, but when you're cutting, by sacrifice, I mean having, once again, one burger at In-N-Out rather than two. When you go to a vacation, focusing on spending time with your family, friends, whatever it is, focus on activities rather than the food. I think that's the biggest thing for a lot of people. And I could talk about this all day, but one of the biggest things I tell my clients too is we are essentially shoved junk food in our face 24/7. Like ads, commercials, billboards, everything is for fast food. When was the last time you saw a commercial for strawberries or carrots or ground turkey? Never, right? Or you see Peyton Manning eating Lay's potato chips and drinking Pepsi on a Super Bowl commercial. Like, those are businesses that are trying to make money for shareholders. They don't care about your health. All they care about is making money. At that point, if they have something that tastes good, that you buy more and you get addicted to, the more money they make. They don't care about your health. They basically shovel shit in your face all day long, hoping you'll buy it, eat it, become fat, become addicted to it, and then they make money, right? They're not looking out for you. They're not looking out for your health. They are a business trying to make money. It's not a non-for-profit. They are a for-profit business. Once again, I don't want to rant on it too much, but the biggest thing, you're gonna have to sacrifice something in order to get what you want, right? Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. If you're not happy with what you're doing right now, you gotta change something you're doing now to get change or progress in the future. So yeah, you gotta make sacrifices. Once again, what I sacrifice is gonna be more intense than what you have to sacrifice. I'm on bodybuilding prep, going to step on stage, basically trying to be as lean as I possibly can, like basically deliberately starving myself. Do you need to deliberately starve yourself? No. You should have a good, healthy relationship with food, find a good balance, but you do have to make some sort of change to lose the weight if you're not losing it now. And also, all right, one last thing. Just because I saw this the other day, it caught my attention. The fact that we think it's weird to work out for like an hour and a half or more. I mean, people have always said like, you should never be in the gym for more than an hour and a half. But then they go and watch, like, binge Netflix for 2 hours. The fact that they can consider watching Netflix normal, but going to the gym for an hour and a half weird. Like, people just gotta change their mindset, and if you're not in the right area or around the right people, find the right people that have a better mindset, that are healthy, and it'll kind of just rub off on you a little bit too. Fifth and final exercise of the day. Can't neglect the calf. I've never used this, but it's a donkey calf raise. So yeah, you guys will see what it looks like, but it's decent. I honestly don't feel like it's a bad exercise. It's kind of new, but I still feel a good stretch of the calves, good contractions, so I'll roll with it. And yeah, so the last topic I want to discuss is comparison. I think nowadays it's so easy to compare ourselves to other people we see on social media, in the gym. I mean, I'm here, I'm looking around like, of course, they're bigger guys than me, they're leaner guys than me, they're stronger guys than me. The only person you compare yourself to should be you, right? You're the only person with your exact background, with your exact genetics, with your exact situation. Someone else who you don't know might be using gear. Someone else might have started 10 years ago, you just started 2 years ago. You should never compare your progress, your rate of progress, your physique to anybody but your past self. Once again, if you're not making progress, it's probably something you need to change. But just because you see someone bigger than you, stronger than you, doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. A lot of times there's something else in the equation that's making them that way. But yeah, all you can do is compare yourself to yourself, work hard, give it time, and you'll grow, trust me. Hopefully this is okay for YouTube, but I'm just gonna go through the 4 poses I was working on with my coach this morning, which is the symmetry. So it's gonna be the front relax, side, back, and then other side relax. So we'll run through, probably do 2 rounds, just like first round, and I'll look at the footage and then kind of go back, but just remember everything my coach and I talked about. Wrap on the final workout down here in Texas. Now I need to go home, pack up, and then leave tomorrow morning. But as far as Texas gyms, Roman Empire versus Alphaland, those are pretty much the 2 I went to because I'm not even gonna consider Lift ATX. That was honestly not the best situation, but I would say they're very different. I think the fact that I only visit Alphaland and don't actually train there, I do like the aesthetic a little bit more. Like, it has better lighting. I like the multiple gyms. I like the equipment. But Roman, as far as, I mean, like what it is, just like one giant box with all kinds of equipment. I do like the vibe a lot as far as the red, the aesthetic, but I feel like they're so different. I'm gonna give Alphaland still really nice in my opinion. I'm gonna give that, besides the price. The Alphaland's double the price, so that's gonna knock it down actually. Alphaland, we're gonna go with 8.2, and then Roman Empire, we're gonna give it an 8.3. We're gonna edge it out a little bit because it is a little bit cheaper, but it is also a 45-minute drive. But yeah, I mean, both great gyms, honestly, way better than anything I have access to in Cincinnati, so I absolutely love it down here. But yeah, that's a wrap on the final workout. Now we'll head home. We need a post-workout meal. I'll give you guys an update on how prep's going now that we're 10 weeks out. Now we're gonna do a quick little taste test since I do have a refeed day of the Von Streets. It's the original marshmallow. I think they have Fruity Pebbles, is that correct? Yeah, Fruity Pebbles one as well. I'll definitely have to try at some point, but let's go ahead and give this guy a quick try. Yeah, okay, I mean, very thin. I don't know if you guys can see how thin that is. Like, it's not like a typical Rice Krispie where I expect. Also, macros on this are 190 calories, 3.5 grams of fat, 34 grams of carbs, and then 10 grams of protein. Not sure if it's supposed to be like a pre-workout bar, but definitely not a high protein bar. I typically expect a 200 calorie bar to have about 20 grams of protein. But yeah, you can see that right there. Doesn't look too enticing, I will say. Not nearly as fluffy or appealing as an actual Rice Krispie treat, but I guess it has some protein in it. How much sugar's in this? 12 grams of sugar. I don't love it.
That's not it.
I'll eat it because I'm on prep, and it tastes all right, but I'd rather have half a protein shake than a Krispie treat for the same amount of calories as this. But personal preference, I'm still gonna finish it, but I'd rather have a Rice Krispie treat and have a protein shake instead. Also, we're gonna have this, we're gonna do a little bit of editing, some clips, transfer some clips, get some photos and stuff. But yeah, after this, I will be saying goodbye to Isaac for a little while. And then, yeah, I need to go home, finish packing, and I'll go over everything as far as the 11 weeks out versus 10 weeks out with you guys back to my Airbnb. We are packing up. It is time to leave Houston. As you guys can see, we got all of our stuff here packed up. We got a whole bunch of bags, clothes, all that good stuff. Bare bones now of the Airbnb. But it is time for one last prep update in Houston. So let's sit down and go over the last week or so, 11 weeks out to 10 weeks out. It's that time of the week to go over Happy Scale. So once again, I'll throw these up on the screen now. So as you can see, I'll actually go to the last 30 days rather than just August, because it is currently August 5th. We only have about 5 weigh-ins, but we'll go to the last 30 days. As you can see, we started up right around, I would say, it looks like 160.5 on average, and our weight has slowly come down. Obviously, I saw a little bit of a plateau mid-month. Then we did a little bit of a refeed or a diet break, which was an extended refeed. It was 6 days in a row of higher calories. So you saw our weight go up. And then basically after that, we dropped the calories down to 1,800 and we saw the weight go way down. So last 2 days have actually been, or 3 days, it was, now I'll go over to the actual logbook. This morning it was 157.4 and that was after a refeed. The previous day was 156.8. The day before that it was 156.6. And then the day before that it was 159.2, 159.2. But yeah, so basically a little bit of a different month as you guys are used to. Once again, a slow, steady decline, and so am I. So this was a little bit different, but I will say in a good way, I'm getting lean. I'm starting to look the part of a bodybuilder, or at least someone's gonna step on stage soon, and we can kind of implement those refeeds and stuff a little bit more. So once again, I do think my lowest weigh-ins will probably be in the low 150s because once again, I don't have shredded glutes yet. I don't have a lot of that kind of lean look that comes with, once again, being a bodybuilder. But once again, also that unhealthy part. We need to push and continue to lose weight, push the deficit. That's what my coach and I were talking about this morning. But I'm definitely getting there, but I still have a decent chunk to lose, right? I don't have those shredded glutes yet. My lower back is still holding a little bit fat. I look a little bit better in my front and my legs, but my back holds a little bit more fat, and my upper body specifically. So we still have a decent way to go, but it's very encouraging to hear that I'm on the right track. We're implementing refeeds. Once again, I had a double refeed, so yesterday and today. I'll probably have a few more while I'm in Charleston as well, because we kind of talked about that. So I go home for literally like I'll hopefully be home by like either Sunday night or Monday afternoon, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so 3 days, and leave for Charleston on Friday for a week with Katie, which I'm looking forward to so much because when she was here, it was great having her, but once again, I haven't seen her in like 2 weeks, and it's a nice little trip. And then once again, when I come back from Charleston, it's gonna be 8 weeks of pretty much bodybuilding is gonna be my only priority for 8 weeks as we get ready for the first show on October 14th. Make sure we get those striated glutes, make sure we come in full. But so far so good. But yeah, as you guys saw, kind of a wacky month with some plateaus, some weight gain, some weight loss, but overall still heading in the right direction, still making those weight losses, still hitting some new lows. So very exciting stuff. Overall, I'm definitely gonna miss Houston to some extent. I say I'll miss Isaac, I'll miss the gyms because I really honestly enjoy the outside training, the heat in Houston. I don't want to go back home, and you guys will see me probably bundled up in sweatshirts and sweatpants going to the gyms back home, unfortunately, just because they all are indoor and have AC, and I just can't really get a good pump and a good warm up until about halfway through my workout. So unfortunately, we'll have to deal with a little bit more AC gyms. But yeah, I'm also very ready to go home. I think this was a good kind of, not like necessarily a trial run. I don't think I was ever gonna plan to move here, but was a good month as far as I enjoyed the trip. I definitely got lots of content. I put in that work, put in that effort, and was able to kind of, once again, get ahead on my bodybuilding prep as well. But yeah, without further ado, I have some packing to do. A little bit more, I need to pack up my car as well, because I think the plan tonight is to go to bed a little bit earlier, wake up at like 4 or 4:30 a.m., obviously Central Standard Time, and then because I'll drive back to Eastern Standard Time, so 1 hour difference, and hopefully do the whole drive in one single go. I think it'll end up being probably 17 to 18 hours, so wish me best of luck on that. Worst case, I'll pull off, buy a hotel for a couple hours, take a nap, and then finish the drive on Monday. But yeah, not much else as far as prep goes. I'm still feeling good. Definitely have a little bit of a hunger, but honestly, the refeeds that I've had recently have been very encouraging as far as minimizing my fatigue. I will say the gym, it hasn't seen as much strength loss as I thought. I definitely kind of have a little bit more of like an energy dip post-workout after I don't have my caffeine, a little bit more hungry at nighttime, stuff like that. Still very food driven. Isaac and I were talking, every one of our conversations eventually divulges into some sort of food or talking about like a cheat day or something like that. But that's just the way it is and what I gotta deal with. Once again, this is my priority. This is what I'm sacrificing for, and I don't know. I just want to get into routine with something, or I'm dedicated to something. There's nothing really that can steer me wrong, so I'm going to stay very consistent with it moving forward. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, definitely leave them down in the comments below. Obviously, you guys have been seeing my diets, my workouts, stuff like that. But anything about prep in general, if you guys want to know something, just ask. I'll do my best to respond to every comment during my cardio sessions. Otherwise, if you want to support the channel, once again, Boomy Threads, you can buy some merch, you can buy a cookbook if you want to upgrade your anabolic recipes, or if you need some help making your journey, I do offer one-on-one coaching. You can apply, link in the description. But make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.